my best tips and tricks on easy, low-cost self-care. Hey boo, welcome to my channel. My name is Aaliyah, and today I'm going to be giving you guys my best tips on easy, low-cost self-care. Something that I'm truly passionate about, something that I have been working on and towards for a really long time. If you're anything like me, I'm 24, mother of 2, who has been striving every single day to not only be a better person for my kids and be the best mom that I literally can be, but also having the ability to take care of myself to the utmost and have and hold the utmost respect for myself. I am someone who takes the word self-care and puts it in like their personality. It is a personality trait of mine. I love self-care. I think it's the end-all be-all to who you are as a person. If you cannot care for thyself, you cannot care for anybody else. As someone who loves and is so addicted to self-care, I literally had to retrain my brain from thinking that self-care is something that has to be like this expensive service that I go out and pay for. It has to be a very expensive product or multiple products that I have to be using in order to show that I'm using self-care. And that's because when you go online nowadays, it's literally going to be product recommendations on all the self-care that your favorite influencers use, which we're not knocking that. We all love a good product. We're all using products, let's be honest, but that's not necessarily where self-care starts. In today's video, I'm going to help you guys retrain your mind to understand that you don't really need to spend a lot of money to have self-care. You don't really need to go out the house to do self-care. You don't really need to not be with your kids and your family to do self-care. Self-care isn't just a once-a-month thing. It's a daily practice. It's doing things daily so that you show up for yourself every single day. First tip, be childlike. Free journal templates. And you're probably thinking like, Aaliyah, you want me to journal? Every time I click on a self-care video, the girl on there always wants me to journal. Well, babe, let me just explain to you that the most important person for you to talk to is literally yourself. You need to be so complete and one with yourself and feel so comfortable with yourself that you can be alone. So do those things that make you feel childlike. If you don't know what to write, if you don't know how to talk to yourself, there's literally templates out there that say, ask yourself this question. So write down the question, answer the question. That's all you have to do. It's not really hard. I know I started picking one question a day off of like Pinterest, off of free journal templates. And then from there, I crafted my own questions and was really able to learn how to talk to myself. On top of that, there's other free things. You don't have to be writing. You could do other things that just take up your time and your space in your mind that make you feel happy and creative and get you to where you want to be, like free coloring pages. There's games. Every single one of us used to look at our parents and be like, y'all got games on your phone. What I'm telling you to do is download those games on your phone. What you used to love to do as a child, the things that used to make you feel happy and whole, and how you used to pass your time and get creative, something that you would not expect to have so much impact on you really will. Tip number 2, save things around your house for those moments that you know you're not really doing things. Like, all right, I work from 9 to 5, but from 5 to 7, I have that little block of time where I'm not really doing much. I kind of just sit down and watch my favorite show. Well, grab your old sheet mask that's in your drawer, just been sitting there. That bottled face mask that you have, use it in those 2 hours. Give yourself a little bit more self-care on your downtime, even if it's washing your face extra that day, putting on a face mask, putting on your favorite lotion, using your favorite body scrub, eating your favorite snacks. And then I also want to let you guys know about some of my favorite apps that really, really help me find myself, therefore self-care. First and foremost, if you guys have been on my channel before, I know you've heard me talk about the I Am app. It's literally an app that just gives you a bunch of affirmations and it's completely free, but also you could pay for the upgraded version. This isn't sponsored at all. This is just an app that I've been using for years and I still swear by it. It gives you goals, so it'll be like read 20 affirmations a day, and when you hit those goals, it congratulates you, it rewards you, like, good job for being on top of you today. You're also able to craft it to whatever you want. If you need more affirmations for self-confidence, if you need more affirmations for your job, you could literally put those things in and it will give you affirmations, and these affirmations will pop up as notifications on your phone randomly throughout the day. It's literally the most amazing thing. And like I was saying, I love when I very first started to use the I Am app, I dedicated the morning, like the first 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes of me waking up on my phone, because we roll over, we grab our phone, we check the time, and then all of a sudden we're scrolling on TikTok for hours. I don't allow myself to do that anymore, and this I Am app has like truly helped me. So when I wake up in the morning, I roll over, grab my phone, I go on the I Am app, I complete my goal for the day of like reading however many affirmations, and then after that, I'm allowed to be on my phone. Set up little self-care that you could attach to certain things. When I wake up in the morning, I spend 2 minutes on my I Am app, and then I have at least something self-care done for the day. Obviously, I'm on the YouTube app, so I love YouTube, and I was like, there's actually no better self-care for me than just watching my favorite YouTubers. I don't really have a specified group of YouTubers. I have multiple different categories that I like to watch on YouTube. I'm gonna be giving you guys some of my favorites from 3 categories, but these categories are solely based on me. These aren't the categories that I like to watch with my daughter when we're doing school. These aren't the categories that I like to watch with my husband when we're trying to up our game in finance and spiritualness and business, because we have people that we watch together on YouTube that help us both. Today, I'm going to be going into 3 sections. My self-help favorite self-help YouTubers, my favorite true crime YouTubers, and my favorite like leisure YouTubers where I could sit there and I could put the video on. It doesn't matter if I miss something or not. And I just hearing their voices in the background, just having that extra conversation in the background to whatever I'm doing is actually exactly what I need. A couple of my favorite YouTubers for self-help are gonna be Jazz Turner. I love Melanie Cruz. I'll also have some more listed out down below because I have so many. I can go on and on about my favorite YouTubers. My favorite true crime YouTubers are people like Kendall Ray. I love Mile Higher, Bailey Sarian, and a bunch of other people. So look at the list down below. And then my favorite, no thought. I give no thought into watching these people, but I always have a good time and laugh and are interested in their conversation. I love Trisha Paytas and her Just Trish podcast. I think it's a good podcast. I love where she is in her life now. I love the Unfiltered podcast. It's so low key, like it's really not that deep, and I like to have people that I could listen to that aren't that deep. I also love the Sesh podcast. So find your favorite YouTubers, have a list of them for different categories, and listen to yourself. When you are feeling super motivated or you're feeling super disciplined, go listen to the self-help YouTubers. When you are feeling like I'd rather be sitting down and watching a movie right now, watching my favorite TV show, but instead I have to do the dishes, put on a true crime podcast. When I have so much going on and I just need something in the background, I put on my No Thought podcast. This one kind of goes along with that last step, and it's going to be to make lists. Make lists of your favorite YouTubers so that when you feel bored or you feel like you have nothing to do, you can go back to that list and be like, oh yeah, let's see if Glow with Aaliyah has any updated videos that I could watch. I'm really feeling inspired, self-help right now. I want to know if she has put out any new tips. You're making lists of your favorite movies, your favorite TV shows, your favorite songs, so that you are no longer wasting your time. Fill the time where you feel bored or you feel like you're wasting your time just not doing anything. Use that time for extra self-care. When you get dinner and you're like, I'm gonna sit down and watch a show, and then you're sitting there and you're eating your food, still trying to find a show, eliminate that time. Make a list. Have a list of, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch this when I get home. I can't wait to have dinner tonight because I know I'm gonna be able to watch X, Y, and Z. This tip is literally called put on a performance. Because there's nothing like when you were a kid and you had a dance recital and everybody came and you were out there and you're being free and you put on a performance and you had the time of your life and you did so amazing and you had so much fun and there was people cheering for you. There's nothing like when I was younger and I went to a cheer competition and I was a flyer in the air and I hit all my stunts and we won nationals and my parents were down there, my coaches were down there cheering me on. There's nothing better than putting on a performance. So I literally challenge you to put on a performance. Even if it's in your room and you're literally just dancing and singing around to your favorite song, put on the full performance. Put your hair up, whip that shit around, okay? Go to karaoke and have no shame about the way you sing. Try a new activity and go into it as if you already know what you're doing. I could say first and foremost, I literally did this the first time I went to yoga. I put on a performance. The first time I went to yoga, I said, I'm gonna sit in the front of the class And even though I've never done yoga before, I'm gonna go in there acting like I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm gonna have fun. I'm not gonna let anybody see me struggle, okay? I'm gonna be out there putting on a performance of a lifetime. Self-care literally just means taking care of your inner child. And putting on a performance is the first, best, most absolute way to do that. Another thing that also sounds pretty cliche, and I'm sure you've seen it in all the self-care videos, grab a book and read it. If you can't physically grab one, or you're reading it digitally, or even if you're listening to it, go ahead and do so. I promise you that reading and learning and continuing to work your brain, even if you're not in school, even if you're not working a trade, even if every day you do exactly the same thing every day, challenge yourself to learn something new. I cannot explain to you how good I feel when I learn something new. When I'm reading a book and they give me a little pointer and I'm like, damn, that was a bar. That pointer's running through my head all day long. On top of learning new things, we also want to make sure that we're getting all of that knowledge and everything that we have in our brain, we're getting it out. Find someone you want to talk to. We all need relationship. We all need communication, not just with ourselves, but with other people as well. It's important to have an outlet, have somebody to talk to, whether it's your therapist, your husband, your best friend, someone online. I have no idea, but all I know is that you need at the very least, one person that you can trust with everything in your heart. That you know that whatever is important to you is most likely going to be important to them too. And I say that because I think you need to be very choosy with who these people are, whether you're telling them all your goods, everything that's on your brain, or you're just sharing one aspect of what's on your brain, and with another person you share another aspect. So be choosy, but also have people to talk to. You need at least one person. Okay, this one's good, and I'm literally talking to myself right now when I say this because I've been practicing this tip a lot recently, and that is just to regulate your emotions. And I know you're thinking, I got myself on lock, I know what's going on, I'm regulating my emotions, like I got this. Well, you don't, and I'm sure that you're not regulating them to the best of your abilities. When I say regulate your emotions, I mean really truly be one with your thoughts. Obviously that starts with talking to yourself, as we talked about earlier, having good relation and communication with yourself and your confidence and who you know you are. I've always been someone who thought like I was really, really in touch with my emotions, and I thought I had all of it under control. And then I came across a video of Jazz Turner explaining how to regulate your cycle. As a female, especially females that have babies like I do, it is so important to regulate your cycle. I cannot stress this enough. And for me, it's even important for my husband to understand my cycle. It's not just about when am I gonna start bleeding this month? It's literally about how do I feel on week 2 of my cycle? How do I feel on week 3 of my cycle? What do I know is gonna happen, and how can I set myself up to be comfortable and happy and healthy, and use all of that self-care when I need to make myself continue to be a happy, healthy person. Regulate your cycle. It's not just about when your period starts. It's about how you're feeling all the time, 24/7, and what your hormones and your cycle have to do with regulating your emotions and who you are as a person. If you are someone that's like, every time I'm on my period, I'm like an animal, I'm a beast, I don't know why I act like that, you need to regulate your emotions. You need to know what's coming next for you. We talked a lot about talking to ourselves and to other people, but it's so important to also carry silence with yourself at least once a day too. I've been trying to work on making sure that I have like an hour or so before my kids wake up for about 3 years now. I have been getting really, really, really good at my morning routine, and a part of my morning routine is literally waking up at 4 a.m. to make sure that I have now more than just 1 hour to myself. And in those hours, I give myself silence. I give myself peace. I give myself a minute to meditate. I give myself a minute to pray, to literally just be with myself before I have to show up and fill up everybody else's cup. Before I could show up for my kids and be the best mom that they need me to be their entire world. I'm with my kids 24/7. In order to show up in the right light for that, I have to take a moment of silence. I have to take a moment to talk to myself. I have to take a moment to talk to God. I have to take a moment to pray and to be just still in the world. Everybody needs just a moment before filling anybody else's cup. All of the things I've named so far have been free, completely free. So this is where low cost comes in. We all say we need to go get our nails done, we need our feet done, we need our hair done, we need our eyebrows done, we need our lashes. Literally so many things that we go out and we spend money on. And if you were anything like me, I literally used to take like one day out of a month and I would go get everything done, my lashes, my nails, everything, and just be away from my kids, and just, that would be my self-care day. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I still like and enjoy those days, especially when it's like a big event coming up or something like that, like your wedding. You want to get all those things done. It's beautiful. I love it. Do those things, okay? All I'm saying is that $600 a month bill never makes you feel good about yourself. I used to be the person that went and got the lashes done, the nails done, and all that stuff. And right now, ever since my 24th birthday, I haven't got my nails done. I haven't got my lashes done. I said I want to be a natural girl this year. In my 24 years, I want to walk into 25 so confident in who I am, with or without nails, lashes, with or without any of those things. I know exactly who I am, and I'm so happy and I'm so confident to be who I am. And to me, that's like the ultimate self-care that I can give myself for the year. So I truly challenge you not to just not do those beauty things, but do those beauty things at home. I'm gonna be doing it tonight. I got some nails off TikTok shop, and I'm gonna be putting my own nails on. Not only that, but I'm gonna paint my daughter's nails, and we're gonna have a good time together, and it's gonna be me doing self-care and not wasting 3 hours sitting in a chair when I could be with my babies, not wasting $200 of money for nails that are literally probably gonna pop off next week, to spend money on something that I could literally do myself. Not to mention, if I do it myself, I feel more confident. I feel more creative. Like, no, I didn't spend $200. You thought I spent $200 on these nails, but actually it was just me and my daughter at home doing self-care, teaching my daughter how to be that girl before she even knows it. You don't need a bunch of money to love yourself and take care of yourself. And you don't need all this extra time. You don't need to run away from your kids to feel wanted, feel confident. And if you do, that's something deeper than just not loving yourself. And I have 2 more tips. Like, this one is gonna come off very obvious, like, duh, Leah, but it helps. It's gonna be to deep clean, declutter your life, reset, rearrange your room, gift yourself a new space to live, work, and breathe and be in. I love changing up my room every couple of months because I feel like I got a whole new environment. I feel like an upgraded version of myself. Every day I wake up, I strive to be a new, better person. Every week I restart, I strive to do 10 times better than I did last week. Every month I get to plan for, I plan to be 10 times better than I was last month. When I reset, I love to have a whole environment reset. That's the ultimate self-care, is giving yourself the best that you can. And then I keep mentioning kids, and I keep mentioning like leaving our kids for hours to go do all these self-care things. But self-care is doing what makes you happy. And for me, I really love my kids. I really love my family. I really, really get so much pleasure and joy out of watching my kids do things that they love, or being able to take my kids and my family to do things that they love, or even just sitting down and watching a movie with my kids. It makes me happy. It truly makes me happy. So if that's something that makes you happy, don't spend your self-care days not doing X, Y, and Z. There's literally nothing better than me being like, you know what? I'm not doing anything today. I'm not going to be on my phone. I have no appointments. I have no work. I have no nothing. My whole entire day is going to be dedicated to spending time with my family, because that's truly what makes me happy. They are my why. I know that if I only spent time with them, I would be missing the rest that I need to fill myself up with. But spending time with them is a big portion of what I need to fill my cup. I love my kids. I love my family, and there's nothing more that I'd rather do than just be whole for them. And in order to be whole for them, I have to be my whole complete self, from inner child work to healing, to being happy, to expressing myself, to being performative, to just giving myself that little spark. Having that little spark in me is what I need to be their world, to be their everything, to be everything they need a mom to be. I hope that you guys enjoyed my video. I hope that you could take at least 1 to 2 of these self-care tips and implement them now. Majority of my list was completely free. Go out there and do those self-care tips and let me know how they make you feel. Did it make you feel any better? Did this self-care work? Also, let me know if I missed anything. I know that obviously this wasn't much about the physical outside, but more so like the inside and how we feel. That is it for today's video, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed. There's actually nothing else that I'd rather be talking about than self-care. I love this topic. Like I said, it's a part of my personality. So please let me know down in the comments anything that I missed, what you guys do for self-care, and or if you guys do any of these tips for self-care and how they made you feel. And happy Vlogmas!